A look at the Spring Mountains surrounding beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. And we welcome you to the championship game of the NBA Cup. I'm Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. This is a big night in the NBA season.
And guys, it really is. These teams have worked so hard to get here, and they're both looking to get their hands on the trophy. I don't think they'll hold anything back. This is going to be a good one.
Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, and we'll be checking in with Allie LaForce from the sideline moments from now. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Naz Reid.
Well, you talk about someone who sets a physical tone. He's willing to bang in there night in and night out, plays with a high motor, and understands the importance of his role on this team to help them win the battle of possession.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. And it's MP in at the small forward. And for Minnesota, up at the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. The guard pair will be Conley and Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the 5. And how about this run to the NBA Cup championship for MP? From the start, he's made a point to tell us he wants the cup.
And his play has been incredible. MP's led this team. It's been about more than what he's done on the floor. He's also led by example. And tonight for MP, it's all about enjoying the moment, playing to your potential, and hoisting that trophy.
Well, thinking back to last year, the 2024 NBA Cup Championship, the Bucks defeating the Thunder 97-81. With Giannis Antetokounmpo being named the MVP of the tournament.
Yeah, Giannis with a triple-double in that final in Vegas, but it was defense that won it from Milwaukee, holding the eventual NBA champion Thunder to just 33% from the field. OKC had just 31 points in the second half. This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Basket counts. Edwards got his second basket.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release. And that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
MP with the bounce pass. Here's Buzelis. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Randall. He picked up 24 points in their last one against the Clippers.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
Here's Giddey, following the basket by Julius Randle. MP, good.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, it took a while this summer, but the Bulls were finally able to get an extension done with their bright young point guard, Josh Giddey. In a buyer's market, they could afford to bargain for a team-friendly deal. And after some overreaches in the past, their disciplined approach stands out.
Good strategy. Thank you, Shams.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Let's throw it over to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Well, this run by MP and his team to the NBA Cup Finals has been a big moment for a member of their staff. Coach Ray Hopkins grew up in Las Vegas and was recently inducted into his high school Hall of Fame. MP told me Coach Ray won't talk too much about it, but I know it means a lot to him, and it's definitely some extra motivation. Now let's see if they can finish the job.
Yeah, it's a chance to put an exclamation point on the proceeding. Thanks. MP, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. That gives them the lead. And 11 points for Anthony Edwards.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
The drive by MP. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Well, MP sensed his opportunity and did not hold back on the drive.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Here for the Timberwolves. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Buzelis. Osumu, he's checked in for Kobe White. And Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. Now here's Ingles. Pass to Miller. DiVincenzo against Jones. The wide open look here for Ingles. And the 3 off target. For Chicago, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running, and it's good. 2 points.
Terrific trip down the floor that time. Jalen Smith ends up scoring down low. You want that ball in the paint and in his hand.
DiVincenzo finds Reed. Here's Clark. Pass to Miller. It's Chicago with the rebound. Hard to imagine, isn't it? 25 straight wins. And to this point, no team has found a way to stop them. None.
And what's crazy about it is the teams they've knocked off. I mean, they have been dominating during this stretch. It's basically been the whole league that has felt the wrath of this crew. They're in the conversation now for one of the all-time great teams. They've got the target on the back, but it doesn't seem to bother them one iota. All they do is continue to win.
The Bulls have gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. MP with a screen on Miller. MP outside. The fadeaway. Not happening that time. His second miss in 5 shots. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Pass to Ingles. Here's Reed. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And it's definitely going to shoot out here. The first team that actually starts playing some defense may end up having the edge.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Welcome back, everyone, to this NBA Cup championship game. The second quarter is just beginning here. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Clark, and it's Ingles, and at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Detroit had a huge game. He had 33 points, and he was very efficient from the field. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Collins checked in for Williams. And having a star in Anthony Edwards, Clark with so much confidence, what kind of impact does that have for the Wolves?
Well, it's huge. I mean, he wants the pressure of carrying the team, and with his outgoing nature and skill set, that mentality, I think, permeates the team and gives it great confidence.
Pass to Collins. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 6 assists in the game. Handle outside. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Every night, Randall draws a ton of contact, and he dishes it out, too.
On the wing, Dosunmu. Back to MP. Ingles with the rebound.
Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time, but it doesn't happen often.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. There's the 3. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
That's a nice kick out. Randall knew where everybody was and made the right decision that time.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Edwards comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Mike Conley in for Clark. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Chicago. Josh Giddey comes in for Trey Jones. Now, here's MP. He picked up 33 points in their last one against Detroit.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game. That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Edwards drills the 3.
Didn't take Edwards long to get those 3 points back. Right back at you.
MP deciding where to go with it. From past the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the Bulls this season.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
And, you know, when you only see a team twice a year, it's hard to really get a good understanding of who they are, a good feel for them. Oftentimes, that can lead to a series split.
And you have to enjoy this atmosphere, right? The fans have really taken to the NBA Cup.
And that might be because the teams are taking it seriously. Unlike, say, the All-Star game, these guys are focused and fighting for every possession. That's what makes it so entertaining.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
A 3 from MP. Way outside MP.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Now's Reed. He's checked it. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 5. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
Tonight is what we've been waiting for, man. This is really the biggest game thus far in the season. Fans are...
And time for a look here at how the West is. And that concludes...
can feel the excitement. It's Las Vegas through and through. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We've got the second half of the Cup Championship on 2K Sports. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. MP out there with Buzelis. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Edwards can't hit.
He was wide open. That missed clearly on him.
Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. They're great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Rocketing right off the floor. Explosive jam by McDaniel.
MP with the bounce pass. To the middle. Close in. No stopping MP.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
McDaniels outside. Edwards inside. White's there. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night. MP outside. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me. Kevin, back to you.
Fills it up with the best. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Here is Edwards after the Bulls pick up 2. Up top, Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
Gobert drawing so much attention from the defense. Nice job finding somebody with a better look.
And it's Giddey with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 1. Here's Buzelis. He's defended by Randall. MP outside. Just 5 on the clock. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Edwards got 4 rebounds now tonight, and it's Conley penetrating. Good defense by MP. On the wing, MP. Giddey finds MP. Pass to Buzelis. Beyond the arc. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Outside Edwards. Kept alive. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. His 3-pointers off the mark.
After knocking down a couple in the first half, he hasn't gotten a 3 to fall since.
And Greg, while they need more star talent, the Bulls have had only 1 top 5 pick in the last 17 seasons.
Yeah, it's like being on the treadmill of mediocrity, right? When that's the case, you've got to outperform your draft position. They've had some good picks in that time, but really no all-stars.
Now, here's MP. 23 points in the game. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. MP's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Here's the teardrop. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Randall outside. Gobert with the screen for Randall. Wide open shot is on the money. Randall's got 6.
Randall's pretty skilled as the screener or ball handler in those sets. That's pretty good versatility on display.
Vucevic finds MP. MP powers through the contact inside.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
11 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And so it's Chicago, heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's... Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other...
And it's the 4th quarter of the NBA Cup Final. So close to crowning our champion. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Clark is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Ingles in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And the shot goes in. MP's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bulls. Timberwolves trail by 9. DiVincenzo passes to Clark. Outside, Reed hands it from downtown.
Off-ball preparation paying off for Reed. He was just waiting for that pass.
A 3 from MP. MP nails the triple.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive.
Oh, Clark!
Oh, my goodness! Are you kidding me? Woo-hoo! Woo!
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Edwards has come in for Joe Ingles. Josh Giddey's checked in for Chicago. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. MP dishes to Smith. Back to MP. And MP throws it down.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Well, big discrepancy on the scoreboard at this point, but there is some time left.
Well, partner, it's going to take quite a run to turn things around at this point. At the end of this quarter, one of these teams is going to hoist that NBA Cup.
And the shot goes down. MP's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls. Pass to Reed. And here's Randall. He's guarded by Williams. Randall kicks to Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his 6th assist on the night.
Edwards, a true scoring machine, and he is relentless. He's lighting it up tonight.
And MP throws it down.
I tell you what, did he take off on that one? Not many players can elevate it and literally fly. What a special talent, and it's plays like that that remind me just how amazing these athletes are in the NBA.
Randall no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now MP. MP going right to the rim.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Bulls also changing it up. Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith. Buzelis comes in for Patrick Williams. And it's White in for Dosunmu. It's stolen by Gobert. The shot is good. This is
Gobert's comfort zone, using his size to capitalize down there.
McDaniels against MP. Now Giddey. MP outside. In traffic, it's MP.
Boy, that's a big-time make by MP. Drew the foul and stayed focused on the hoop.
They throw, no good for MP. So, Clark, looking at the history of the Timberwolves, they're in the most successful stretch ever.
Yeah, you look at the first 24 seasons, Minnesota won just 2 playoff series total. They've won 4 rounds in the last 2 years alone in the playoffs. You know, what's been the key if you ask that question? I'd say having that guy Anthony Edwards is where you start. Nice work by MP. He gets to a spot and cashes in.
Outside Edwards. Now McDaniels. Down it goes for 3.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
MP outside. .110 left in the 4th. It's stolen by Gobert.
Gobert is a big target, especially when he's roaming around that rim.
And it's Giddey with the ball for the Bulls. Here's Vucevic. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Edwards with it. Defended by Giddey. And stolen by Giddey. That one drops.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I'll tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And good that time. MP against McDaniel. MP. And they've done it. We have crowned our first champions of the season, the winners of the NBA Cup.
Well, they earned that trophy. And, man, the Cup certainly added another layer of excitement to the NBA calendar.
As we send you over to Jennifer Quintana from the sideline.
Come on, we took the cup, baby! Hey, where Coach at? Yo, Coach, come get some of this. Hey, we won this in your town, so hold this baby up.
Yeah. Oh, this thing is heavy. Hey, help me with this thing.
I can't believe you guys won!
Why not? Your father had them ready to dominate. They totally outclassed the competition.
Yeah, well, I don't know about all that. It was a good game, and both teams played hard.
Hey, but for real, I just want to say, Coach, we couldn't have won this without you. So we won this for you. Everybody give it up for Coach!
Yeah. All right. I mean, well, that isn't true. You know, I'm just a small cog in the machine.
Come here, let me talk to you. You know,
Hey, celebrate Coach Ray!
Coach Ray.
You know, he won't admit it, but he had like 50 ticket requests for tonight. This meant a lot. And thank you for giving him a shout out in the post-game interview.
Oh, you're welcome. What are you two talking about?
Oh, nothing. Team dinner at our house.
Well, actually, your wife was just telling me she's actually finally ready to go to UC Davis's reunion next summer because you finally won something.
Oh, you know, he's got a point.
All right, that would be nice, but I'm hoping we're going to be real busy come June.
Hey, Coach, I got us.
All right.
I got you.
Let's celebrate. Come on.
Hey, let's go. Yo, Xander, were you filming all that?
Yeah, got some good stuff, too. Real heartwarming.
No cap, bro. I'm probably not going to use it.
It's too personal?
No, it just felt like a private moment. But we'll shoot something else later.
Yeah, for sure. I get it. Just doing my job, making sure I get everything.
Mm-hmm.
You're not mad, are you?
Nah, bro. I'm not tripping. Just saying, you know, some things are better left on the cutting room floor.
Look at you with the film school lingo.
Hey, sometimes I surprise myself.